Hi everyone, just a quick update on the painting project for the 94 Toyota Previa project van. I have just finished the third coat of the Rustoleum paint and it is starting to level out. It has turned out fairly well. You can see there from shot up on the roof, it's got a decent amount of reflectivity of sheen to it. It does have, quite a bit of orange peel in it. You can kind of see some of that if I come in close here. And that can be buffed out. You can actually wet sand this with like 1500 grit sandpaper, smooth it out, and then buff it out and get a true, kind of car paint shine to it. And this is this Rustoleum paint. You can see right there, that's what we've been using here, and just 4-inch foam rollers. These guys, which you can get at any home improvement store, hardware store, the Rustoleum paint, a cage, and some rollers. I used about 5 rollers. What I would do each time that there was actually 1 roller in this cage kit, and then I bought way more rollers than I needed, but I used up a 5-pack, so I used 6 in total. And so for 3 coats, I used 2 rollers per. And what I would do basically is do kind of from the roof down with 1 roller, swap it out for a new one, and then finish the painting with the second roller. You can see that I have fenders off the car. They're over here. Get these all painted as well. Got the hood and the fenders here. Since I had to remove them to get other parts off, just easier to leave them off and paint them while they're off the car. And you can see that it has a pretty decent coverage, decent sheen to it, but definitely, if you take a hard look at it, you can see that orange peel in there. Now this coat was just freshly applied literally like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago or so. So that is going to level out quite a bit. When it first goes on, when you're painting it, it looks terrible because there's tons of air bubbles in it, and those level out rather immediately. And then this, kind of hammered look here with more extreme orange peel will level out quite a bit too and get a lot flatter. It's not going to go away completely, but it will level out a lot more than what you see there. So you'll get a lot more of a smooth finish and a lot more of a sort of new paint shine to it. And then, like I said, you can definitely leave this as is. If this is in like a 4-wheel drive application, or in my case, camper van application, I am likely to leave most of this unsanded and unpolished, and that's just because there's this sort of thick coating on here. It's going to be maximum durable in terms of being out in the backwoods and things like that. And certainly if you were doing this on a 4-wheel drive and taking it down trails where you're going to get all kinds of scraping rocks, etc., you want as much durability to the paint as possible, and that wet sanding process will weaken the paint just a little bit, slightly. And certainly if it's going to get scratched up anyway, there certainly isn't worth putting all the effort into wet sand and polish. In my case, as a camper van, it's not worth that as well, because we're going to be bouncing around forest roads, and so there's kind of little point in doing a lot of that. But if you do, if you're doing a regular car and want more of a sheen, you can definitely wet sand and polish it out. That's what we got so far. This will continue leveling while it dries. It dries for a full 24 hours. Takes a while to do these, so certainly this has been a multi-day process. I will shoot another video to show you what it looks like when it's fully dry. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content like this.